Right, so this is a kind of strange turn of events, but we got a new car. So before you ask anything, no, this is not a replacement for the Miata. Nothing is replacing that. I'm not getting rid of it. This is a 2018 Jeep Cherokee. I think it's a Latitude. And it is our Subaru replacement. Not like a spur-of-the-moment decision or anything. We've been wanting to get rid of the Subaru for quite a while. And just kind of was waiting for the opportune time. And long story short, I was doing the spark plugs, which on a Subaru Forester are a huge pain. Taking out the spark plugs, there was some oil inside the spark plug holes, or whatever you want to call them, as well as a lot of oil leaking out of the head gaskets. And it's been kind of eating coolant for a little bit. So looking at some stuff like that, I don't feel like I have the capacity to do head gaskets on a Subaru. If you're at all familiar with that, they have the boxer engine, all that stuff. It's a little bit different than just your run-of-the-mill 4-cylinder. It was just kind of time to go. We had to go trade it in. We had been toying with the idea of getting a Jeep of some sort for a while. We didn't really want anything fancy. We didn't want the Wrangler or something too crazy Jeep-wise. I know if you're gonna get a Jeep, you should, go big and get the Wrangler and stuff like that. But we really just needed a kind of run around town car. I don't even drive it every day. It's not really even my car, so I didn't have the final say on what was chosen. But we ended up with this Jeep Cherokee. It's kind of a funky design. I wasn't crazy about the fronts of these cars, but I really ended up kind of liking this one. It has some extra trim packages on it. It's got a cool little front splitter looking bumper. While the headlights are a little funky, I think they work with this body color, especially with the painted black trim around the bottom of the car, which normally, at least from what I've seen, has been the plasticky matte black color. One thing that's really interesting about this Jeep is that it's front-wheel drive. So I always kind of thought it'd be weird to get a front-wheel drive SUV, and it probably is a little bit, but like I said, it's not my car, and it's not going to be going off-road. The most dirt it's going to see is up a dirt driveway when we go visit family members. So, it's a front-wheel drive Jeep, which, saying that sounds weird, but you really can't tell it's front-wheel drive. It has a 9-speed automatic transmission with a 4-cylinder engine, but I was really surprised how smooth it is. Like, it doesn't feel jerky. Like our Subaru was a 4-cylinder, had about the same power as this car, and I think the Subaru is a little bit smaller. This Jeep is much heavier than that Subaru was. And the Jeep feels faster, if I'm gonna say it feels anyway. The 9-speed transmission really makes it feel like you're moving without ever stopping. You're not jerking the car's not shifting when it shouldn't be. It really just kind of gets up and goes for a little 4-cylinder SUV. And that's really nice. We've had no problems getting on and off the highways, passing people, things like that. So while this isn't your top-of-the-line Jeep, it's definitely a step above what we had before. So I think that's pretty nice. And I mentioned the weight of the car earlier. It's been raining all week in Dallas, and it's got some pretty okay tires on it. They're Continentals, and they're a little worn. I mean, it's a used car, so. But driving this in the rain, it doesn't feel like you're in the rain at all. Like, compared to the Miata, when you get in the rain, you almost feel like you're a couple steps away from spinning out, depending on the tires you have and everything, of course. But this car, it feels like you're planted on the road. It has a really nice suspension. Now, I'm used to the bouncy suspension in the Miata because we have coilovers and everything. But with this, it's a little bit stiffer, but it makes you feel like you're more planted on the road. And that could be due to the weight, it could be due to the suspension that Jeep uses, but I like the feeling of it. I don't mind getting in it and driving, you know, a few hours. We've been driving all over the place already. It's been a really nice car. So, all in all, this is an awesome replacement for the Subaru, and it's going to be driving to work every day. It's going to be picking up parts at Home Depot, at AutoZone, wherever. So yeah, that's really exciting. We're really excited to have the car. It's our first pretty much brand new car. It is a 2018 at 27,000 miles on it. It's a 6-month-old car. So someone got it and drove the hell out of it and traded it in. For a used car, I'd say it's in 90% new condition. There's a blemish on the front dashboard. There's a little part on the seat belt that's a little messed up. And when we got it, the windshield was cracked, which has grown immensely since we've gotten this car. The dealership is going to fix the windshield, luckily. But otherwise, the vent and the seat belt, I mean, it's a used car. So if that's the worst thing that we've got, you know, that's whatever. And I've gone through the car because I'm, you know, I like to check things out. I do my walk-arounds, make sure nothing's different on the car. So I really checked this one out and make sure it was good. Engine bay is spotless. It's gotten maintenance, good Carfax. It was really a good deal. So I guess something on like these Jeeps. My sister has the same one actually, just like a trim level down. She has the same windshield cracks. So I guess doing some research online, it could be that maybe the Jeep's body is rigid or it flexes in a certain way that the windshield's cracked. But dealer's replacing it, no big deal. We didn't have to pay extra or anything, which, you know, it's one less thing you have to worry about when you get a new car, especially a used one, because you're paying a lot of money for something that, you know, you want to be as new as possible. And like I said, if it's just the windshield and a couple other little pieces that are not 100%, I think it's going to really end up working in the end. This is just a quick introduction to our new 2018 Jeep Cherokee. Probably won't be making many appearances. It's not my car, so I got to kind of keep my hands off of it. But it'll be here and there. You'll see it. We got our flag up in the garage already to replace the Subaru flag. It was kind of sad, you know. We really liked that Subaru, and they're nice cars. I have nothing against them, but I'm curious to see how the hashtag Jeep life will pan out for us. On the interior of this Jeep, it has pretty much everything except power seats, including the heated seats. But it has a really cool infotainment system. It's got everything from phone, media for your Bluetooth. It has apps, Sirius radio, climate control, navigation, radio. I mean, it's got everything you'd want if you are big into music or podcasts or anything like that. It's got something for you on there. It has multiple screens on the cluster. You can do range of your mileage, miles per gallon, speed, things like that. So it's really cool. It's really nice. This is probably the nicest car that I've ever had, like technology wise. So it's fun to really play around with it and things like that. It's got the backup camera, all that fancy stuff that you would expect in a 2018 SUV, because really, while it is a Jeep and you think it's for off-roading and it has that, you know, that legacy of being an off-roader and stuff like that, this is truly like a comfortable way to go and get around. It's got all the amenities, and it's really just an all-around good car for owning for a long time and, you know, doing family stuff in it, taking road trips. So that's what it's going to be used for. So thank you guys for watching this little overview introduction video to our new Jeep, and I hope you guys like it. If you've got this car or know someone that has this car or have any opinions about this car, feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to learn more about it. I've already kind of been on like some groups and forums and stuff, just looking around, poking around at things, just to see what people are saying about the car. Obviously did research beforehand, but I just like to know a little bit more in-depth things, because we're all car enthusiasts here, so I'm sure you guys understand. But if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button below. I try to make videos like this, and Miata videos, and car meet videos, as much as I can, really. If you watched previously, you've seen that my Miata's a little down and out right now, but don't worry, there will be more videos on it. It's not done yet, so keep an eye out there. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave your comments, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.